Who does local governments call? An example, your city, town, etc., when they need homeless encampments cleaned up, junk hauled, illegal dumps removed, and city workers are at their full capacity. You'd be surprised to know that it's not always big companies, and actually, most of the time, it's not big companies. It's usually small companies just like yours or mine, or you're looking to open up. In this video, I show you how you can find local government contracts even if you're just starting out, from state level all the way down to a simple town, and how this could be the most consistent work you land all year long, giving you real examples. By the end of this video, you should literally be able to get on your computer and start the journey by yourself. All right, let's go, guys.
If you guys want to know what procurement websites to use for local government contracts, to find them, to bid on them, and to get notifications when these contracts are coming out near you, let me know. I'll make a video specifically for that. It's not my forte to shoot a video that way. It's definitely not this vlog style, lifestyle type of video, but I'll do that for you guys. All I have to do is just set up the loom, and I'll open up the laptop and I will show you guys where to go. They're called procurement websites. And in addition to that, I'll show you where to find the department, the procurement department in whatever county you're in whatever city you're in. A lot of times when people are looking for contracts, they don't know that it's public information. Who the city does business with and who has that contract and the details of the contract and the amount that's being spent, it's public information, meaning that you can find it. You can do a public information request or records request, or you can simply look up, use this word. The word is procurement and contracting. So if you live in Dallas, you live in Houston, I don't know, on the East Coast, places aren't coming up to mind, but wherever you live, type in Dallas procurement and contracting, or so-and-so county procurement and contracting department, and the head of that or the name will pop up. Now, if they don't, most of them do not handle procurement directly, like, online over email. A lot of them, what they do is they utilize a platform for government contracting, for procurement and contracting. And you'll find the information of exactly which one they use when you look that up. When you go to procurement and contracting, they'll go, we use so-and-so, or if you are interested in this and this, click here and register here, and it'll give you the names. Now, I know I'm saying these things and it's hard to picture them, but it really is that simple. If you just take that word and run with it, and you allow yourself to just kind of go on a journey and down the rabbit hole, you'll figure this out within like 2 hours, more like 2 days. But if you run into, or you get snagged, or you run into a wall and you're not sure what to do, comment me, message me, let me know, and I will help you, and I'll create a video for wherever you are finding a challenge. I hope that makes sense. I'm telling you, once you start signing up and registering for these things and bidding on procurement, bidding on government contracts and things like that, and looking up in the public records, hold up. So this company is like mine, okay? It's an abatement company or a hazmat company, a construction company, a plumbing company, software company, IT company, whatever it is, right? They're like me, okay? They have a contract for this and that, all right? Now I'm looking at it and it says that this contract is worth $250,000 a year, and it's worth $1 million. It's a 4-year, $1 million contract, which means you divide that by 4 years, which is $250,000 a year. What did they bid? So their bid was at $215,000 a year. And you can literally click on the document and they have to show the line items. They have to show the breakdown of the bid, depending on what kind of bid it is. Is it an RFP, a request for proposal? So if it's a request for proposal, you're going to get the most detailed information, okay? All you have to do is go there, click on it, download it, take that document, upload it to ChatGPT, and say, hey, take note and identify all details of this bid that we can use and replicate when we bid, that you think or you recognize that won this company the bid. Because sometimes you'll have a bid where it's all price, and sometimes you'll have a bid where it's price, qualification, and past experience and reference. The way the government works when you bid with them is it's like a point system. 50% for the best price, 20% for qualifications, 20% for experience, and 10% for reference, etc. This is just a preview for you, but if you want more, I can do more stuff like this as well. I can share more things like this. I just don't want to do it and no one's watching. Does that make sense? I only want to put in effort if people are actually interested in this from the perspective of an actual contractor, somebody who is boots on the ground, owner operator, and trying to make it happen. You don't always have to be the one to do it. You know that if you're a general contractor, you can subcontract things to people, right? So you also have to have that in mind. As long as you have the same NAICS codes that they require for you to bid on that contract. I hope that makes sense. To give you guys an example, I bid on a resident vehicle assistance contract for SPU. Now, we didn't get it. That freaking sucks. The people who did get it, I don't know how they're making money, and I think they're going to regret it. Anyways, but the vehicle assistance program is simply, they were just requesting a company where they had to have a 16-hour or 24-hour service desk where you call, a voicemail can be reached, and then you have to respond back within 24 hours, and you have to basically be able to schedule them within that same week. What would have been good about it is they projected that you would get at least 20 calls in a pool of vendors. They said they were going to use 4 vendors. Man, these jokers only took 2, and one of them is basically working for free. There's no way they're profiting. No matter how big they are, they're not profiting. They probably shot themselves in the foot, and they're doing all of the work, and they're not going to be able to keep up with it. And good for the person who just, the second company, who they can make a profit and they can definitely win, because they're going to get all of the business. I'm telling you, they're going to get all of the business, because the first one's going to default because they're not going to be able to perform. They're going to stop answering their calls because it's not going to be worth it, because they bid way too low. Now, the second one who bid, they were like $20 under us per hour. So anyways, they asked, what would it be per hour to jump the car? Okay, because these RVs, there's a lot of homeless people, right? Living in RVs, addicted to drugs. A lot of the ones in the RVs, man, it's like a trap house on wheels, if you understand what I'm saying. Anyways, so they're always breaking down, batteries always dying, so you got to come, they need a start. Well, the government, at least the city, funds that. So whenever they call you, that's going to be $110, okay? Then if they need their tires pumped, that's another $110. And then your minimum, if you come and they didn't need you, your minimum is $99. So you made $99. Now, a lot of times they said you're going to get about 20 calls, 10 to 20 calls. They were going to split that between 4 vendors. Now it's 2 vendors. So you're at least going to get 10 calls. Just stack them all in the same day, right? It's up to you. It's at your discretion of when you're going to schedule them. You keep your overhead costs the same, and you stack them all in the same day. Imagine if you get 10 calls and you spend an hour at each. And if you do 2 types of services, if your pump hits that tire, then that's considered you a tire service, which is $110. And then if you jump their battery within 10 minutes, that's another $110. $220 in the same hour. Then you move on and you go to the next place. Okay, you can see where this is going. Even if the next 9 stops only give you $110, you are at about $1,100, $1,200 for the day, just by driving and hooking up something to a battery and then jumping them and then filling up their tire. You're good. You just made like $1,300. Anyways, what? That's an example of something we bid on, and that's not even within our industry. That's not something we do, but they allowed it. Why? Because we're compliant, OWMBE certified, SCS certified, which is small contractor supplier, which is for King County. We have insurance, workers' compensation, etc. So they're just like, okay, you want to be a prime? Do you think you can handle it? Yeah, well, I think I can handle it. Sounds good. You're registered? Yep. All right. Well, it's all about the bid. It's all about the price. Main thing you got to look at is minimum qualifications. Guess what they had? None. The city of Seattle makes it so easy to bid. You do everything on this website. You never have to email them directly. You never have to send documents separately. You just upload all your documents, your bids. They automate the process so smoothly when you bid on City of Seattle projects. What is the name of that website called? I'm not going to tell you until you comment and ask me to make another video. If I get enough people asking me to make another video, even one, I will make the video for you, and I will spill the beans, and I will tell you exactly which one to use, what it's called, and I will walk you through how to register and how to look out for the solicitations. What's so cool about government contracts is that, especially local ones, the barrier to entry is actually fairly low once you do take the necessary steps just to be compliant, or the prerequisites. After that, the barrier of entry is extremely low. What limits you is your own confidence, right? Is you, man, imposter syndrome. Oh, I'm not sure if I can do this. You don't have to know how to do it. Listen to me. You don't have to know how to do the work that you're bidding on. You just have to know who can do that work. Who? See, do I know how to do LVP? No. Can I actually do LVP if I wanted to? Yeah. Do I want to do LVP? No. I don't want to do any LVP. I don't want to be on my knees, man. I don't like it. The reason why I don't do tile installation is because I was on my knees. My hip and my lower back started hurting. I don't want to do the work. But do I know who can do the work? Yes. Who can do it for a reasonable price? Yes. And can I make a little bit on the top of that? Yes. I'm fine with that. I will share the wealth. I will do the same thing with government contracting. So don't think that you have to know how to do the work. You just have to know who can do the work. Does that make sense? It's not how, it's who. All right, rant over. I may separate this from the original video or the update. Anyways, that's the update. I'll see you guys on the next one.